Hello and welcome to Silas Quest. Today we're here with me to do a let's play kind of format. We're gonna start a character from level 0 and I'll be creating it here with you. We're gonna be deciding the name, vocation and the world that we're gonna play in. So let's get started. So first of all, got our browser open here and we have to decide on a name. So before I like giving names that are related to the vocation I'm gonna play in. So first of all, we're gonna choose a vocation at random. We've got an online dice in here. We're gonna roll from 1 to 4, going 1 is knight, 2 is paladin, 3 is sorcerer, 4 is druid, 5 and 6 just reroll, and mainly luck be with us, even though all vocations are sensible to play in. Alright, and we're going for paladin, just like Silas. Cool. Okay, so now how do we choose the name? We're gonna go for a quick Google search of famous paladins, if there are any. Okay, Boyardo and Ariosto's paladins are Orlando Rolands. I've got no idea who any of these people are. Sometimes known as the 12 Peers, were the foremost of Charles Magnus Corps. Oh, that's cool. Mother of France, they appear. Just the Song of Roland. Christian Valor. Cool. Etymology, the Song of Roland. The greatest moments come in the Song of Roland, which depicts their defense of Charlemagne's army against the Saracens of Al-Andalus and their deaths at the Battle of Roncesvalles due to the treachery of Ganelon. It's Ganelon sounds cool. Ganelon is the knight who betrays Charlemagne's army to the Muslims. That would be an awesome name for a knight if you're going for one. That one's still open. Okay, authors whose work is widely respected of William Shakespeare's contributed prominently to the literary. Yeah, for my first Let's Play, we're reading Wikipedia articles. It's gonna be important. You want to have some meaning behind your name, and this way you guys can see where one of mine comes from. Boyardo's and Ariosto's paladins are Orlando, or Roland, Charlemagne's nephew and the chief hero among the paladins, Oliver, the rival to Ferumbras, the Saracen who became a Christian. I like that. Ferumbras. I think Saracen knight. I tell you what, if that one's available, wait for this one, sounds cool as fuck. Ferumbras, just another name for Ferumbras. That's awesome. Okay, and we're going for a game world that I've played previously. So regular, open PvP. We're going for Zeluna. Play the tutorial. No, thank you. Not a robot. No! Right, cool. It's kind of expecting that one. See also Charlemagne. Yeah, but what are the names? Roland. Roland really is the most well-known paladin. Seems to be one of... He was the nephew of Charlemagne and just seems to be an important person in history for a paladin. So we're gonna honor him by mixing his name with a common object. And alright, cool. So we're going back to our online dice. Gonna roll a dice. Actually, we're gonna roll 5 dice, which 30. A number between 1 and 30. Each number will go for a letter of the alphabet. If it's over, we'll do it again. And I'm gonna decide 14. So 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're gonna be called Roland Knickknacks? I like it. Alright, let's try that. Roland Knickknacks. Male in open PvP in Zaluna. And Roland Knickknacks is now alive. I need to prove that I'm not a robot. Yeah, I'm not a robot. Thanks. Roland Knickknacks has been created. Alright, cool. So now let's log in for the first time. Right, and here we go. Now we've just completely skipped the tutorial. If you haven't done it yourself, or if you're curious, I've got some other videos on it, and it's just gonna go straight on. I'm gonna go as quickly as possible into the mainland, and I'm just gonna show you more or less how long it takes. We're gonna go with Paladin. Just change this horrendous outfit. I think that Roland Knickknacks should be... He was important. Nobleman suits him. Color scheme is cool, I'm fine with that. Now, one thing I recommend to everyone doing is just quickly go in and out of every vocation gate, and it will give you all the supplies for each one of them. The supplies you get, like for example the arrows for the Paladin, I believe every 10 minutes you can go in and out to get some more, because obviously they don't last you an unlimited amount of time, so you want to go and get as many of them as possible. Some space here. Not gonna need any of these, but we are gonna need... There's a lot of them. Just spread around. Just pick whatever is the most useful thing for your vocation and stick to it. So now we're gonna go through the gate again. Gives us the right weapon, and we're ready. It's a bit of a grind until we get till you get enough level to go to the mainland. I'm just gonna make it through it. So what's the point really with doing this? I've been doing videos on quest guides, because I always thought that there's good quests. Wait, I need to... Silly me. There's good videos, there's very nice entertaining videos, there's lots of people doing content, but there are not that many guides that are straight to the point, which is kind of what I was trying to do here, because there's some very good websites. Tibia, Wikia, I'm not endorsing them in any way, but it seems to be the go-to website for me to get the guides from. they're good, but when you're doing, there's some very extensive quests, and when you're doing those, some of the information is a little bit lacking. Yeah, so you can do it kind of by touch and experience and asking around. I always felt that a lot of them, there's something else missing, something that the simple text format cannot give you, and that's why I was trying. I am trying, and I'm going to continue to do something that is not as entertaining as probably most other videos on YouTube, because obviously that one is very to the point. You know, it's just on there, you know exactly what to do and where to go, and that's really what I was going for. So I'm very proud of it. Actually, it's been a good work. It's been an interesting project, getting into the YouTube platform and everything, and there's not many creatures around. I'm gonna go right now to the place where you can get the helmets, which I totally would if I had brought a shovel. See, when I'm just as good as anyone else when it comes to this. What I do is I get the information from different websites, I put everything together into one video and show you step by step what you need to do. When it actually comes to doing them, I am clumsy as hell. So I'm just gonna leave it, not gonna lose time with that. It's not an essential quest, it's more of a fetch quest. If you've got a shovel, you definitely should. I think I would have one if I had gone through the tutorial. Yeah. Lazy me. So I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. I'll see you guys on the other side. So I've been for the last 20 minutes. I just came down to the troll cave and I was blissfully playing, just killing some salamanders, and I've made a very upsetting discovery. There's something down here. There is something scary. Even I was not expecting that. It's a freak of nature. I mean, it shouldn't be. You see, all over this island, you see these troll train salamanders. Yeah, and you just assume it's the trolls that train them, and just go around killing them, unknowingly that it's not common trolls that train them. There's a troll, one troll, one single one, that is responsible for the training and supervision of all the salamanders in the island, apparently. Or at least I hope it's just one, because that's all I've seen. And you'll see, we're about to see him. He should be coming out anytime. It looks just like every other troll, but look at him. Just look at the speed of this guy. I was just coming down, and I just see this coming at me, and I thought it was just a regular troll. I didn't make much of him. It's horrendous. He's extremely strong. I almost don't want to leave the island just for the chance of trying to kill this guy. It's horrendous. You're just walking by, for like 20 minutes doing your thing. You go up a ladder, you get down, and then that thing is running at you with music notes. What are the music notes for? I don't get it. Just with his music notes charging at you. fucking awesome. It's these little things that really make this this ridiculous game just so much better. You just, because it kind of gives a purpose to there being troll-trained salamanders. Like I said before, I just thought that, you know, just the average Joe, you know, your regular mountain troll would be a salamander trainer on his spare time. Turns out that no, there is one guy. He's proficient at doing them, and he summons them at will as well, from what I've seen. He's just a beast of a man. Troll, whatever. That was quite intense the first time. The second time, it was kind of sad. You didn't see my reaction the first time. So I was just, but completely baffled by a perfectly weak creature. There's nothing special about him. It was just completely out of nowhere. He just charges at me. That's good. It keeps you on your toes, keeps you alive, or not. Makes you feel more alive. Because so far, I mean, if I did die now, it's not exactly much of a loss, is it? Under level 8 with all the how easy this game is these days. But it's just that you might be a level 300-400 and you're somewhere doing a thing, and the game still has these surprises. They'll have something that comes charging at you that is not usually there, and it just throws these things at you. It's just amazing. So far I am level 6. I've been on the troll cave for a while now, just casually. I'm running out of arrows. I've picked up some spears from the floor, but I'm going back now for a small refill of arrows. I've been gathering some gold. I'm just keeping it very casual. It doesn't take much, you know. Before you, the first time I got to Rookguard, back then there was no tutorial. It took me 3-4 weeks. Yeah, 3-4 weeks to even leave the beginner's island. Just when I arrived to the Oracle, and someone told me to go to the Oracle because there was no real way of knowing back then. Someone told me to go to the Oracle, and that you could go to a whole different island. I thought the game was it. I thought it was just that one small piece, and I was perfectly entertained with it. And then it just became so much more out of thin air. Just reminiscing a little bit. Yeah, it used to take a long time, and even after you knew what you were doing, it takes a few hours. At the end I could probably do it in 2 hours, on average maybe 4 if I wasn't in much of a rush. I just, you know, if you're not trying to rush it, you just go to a place in the island and just kind of grind a little bit, and in 4 hours you'll be in the mainland. So what I mean by getting supplies is basically just walk in and out of the Paladin Gate, and that should refill our arrows. And with some luck, people tend to just drop them on the floor when they pick up some they don't want. So you might be able to get some more from the floor. Just can't really just walk away from these guys. You know, just free experience. One thing, I mean, probably if you've played before, you know this, but if you're just walking, it tends not to attack. You need to do small, just tiny stop. Just walk a little bit, stop, walk a little bit, stop. And obviously with the range and everything, you need to make sure you're not too far away from your targets. But just on a regular basis, what you're doing is just walking a little bit, stop, especially in the beginning. That's all you have to do. Later on, the speed of which you play picks up exponentially, which is great. Yeah, no, I have no weapon. Give it to me. Come on. Give me free items. No. No rest for the wicked. Cool. I'd go for a vocation like knight, or that doesn't really require any supplies, but this is a good chance to already develop my distance fighting. You know, from day one, you're developing these skills these days, because in the old island you didn't have a chance to do it until you arrived to the mainland. It used to be exclusive to the mainland, the vocations, but here it seems I have not spent a lot of time in this island. I think that's after level 9 you can also attack other players, which in Brookguard you didn't used to be allowed. Which is a little bit weird. There was something that was part of the game that would be Rookstayers, that it's players that, you know, make a mission out of killing extremely weak monsters forever. And while I don't see the point of it at all, it was kind of cool, you know, that even in Rookguard, where it is an island that has creatures probably until level 20 you would be able to hunt. 20, 25, you got the Minotaurs as well, but just not a lot of them, and Rotworms, you could hunt them comfortably, but they'd beat there, and you've got some pretty high levels for those conditions, you know. Anything over level 80 for me was insane in that island, only because the experience system in here is so exponential. So you might have a the level 49 to 50 being the same experience as the last 45 levels. It's very, very exponential. That's why obviously the experience you can get grows as well, because obviously the stronger you get, the harder the creatures, but you always reach between certain level gaps, you always reach a moment where you can't kill stronger creatures to get more experience, but you're too strong for the ones you're at, so it just slows down your level gain so much. But it happens every 40-50 levels, you just get, and so you either take a risk of hunting creatures way above your level, or if you're very patient, you just hunt creatures slightly under your level, which is really up to every person's playstyle. I think team hunts, they just pay off so much in here. If you grab a knight and a druid, you're set, you know. You make a little team, you go out on a hunt, and you're good for a long time. You probably wouldn't, I think, as in team hunts, you wouldn't struggle at any point. The only issue is obviously you're spending for 2. Every supply you every time you attack a creature, you're doing a lot more damage, but you're spending a lot more. This is at a higher level, yeah, where knights will be using very, very expensive potions and about 1 million mana potions, and the druids, they've got their runes and their potions, and paladins have the very expensive, either assassin stars or crossbow bolts. So you'll be spending, the expenses are a lot more. So if you have a bad hunt with a team, it makes so much difference. It's very unlikely because they tend to last a lot longer, and it might be really rubbish for a while, but then it just picks up at the end. It just kind of cuts it even. Sometimes, but the profit sometimes you get is out of scale. It's really something else. So yeah, definitely recommend that. But for most of us, it's just a short daily grind of going in, playing a little bit, and there's this little kind of reward system that often enough to keep the game interesting. You'll get a reward, you'll get either enough level to go on a mission or to hunt certain creatures, and to do certain things inside the game that just keep you going. And that's really what matters, because well, not every game, I mean, vast majority of games do have this grind segment to it. In here, there's enough rewards, in my opinion, to just keep you going, to just keep you interested and hooked to the game, which is really what matters, because if it's not for that element, there's not much a game like this these days has to offer. Even though I love the game to bits and wholeheartedly recommend it to anyone who likes MMORPGs, to give it a try, because you've got this one thing that makes it all worth it. Yeah, that is the death system, and the rush you get from dying in this game is incomparable. You cannot get this anywhere else. Just when you die, you lose because of the grind element and the difficulty. You get so much more pissed off when you die. It just takes it out of you, and you get adrenaline rushes when you're being attacked, and obviously there's if someone just shows up out of nowhere and kills you without even giving you a chance, you kind of don't get it. Yeah, if they're just so much higher level than you are and they just kill you, it's like you feel the pain, but you don't get that rush. But when you're in a fight against 2 or 3 people that are more or less your level, and you're literally running for your life, you don't have any blessings or don't have money to buy anymore, and it's important that you don't die, and you've got something on the line, and there's 3 people chasing you, trying to kill you, not having a care in the world for anyone else coming after them. They're in there to kill you and bring you down, and that's the rush that you don't get anywhere else. It's not even, CSGO and 1 versus 5 in there. If you're kind of expecting to die anyway, because you've really got nothing to lose other than the score. Obviously, playing competitively is a little bit different. There's a different element to there, which adds to the game, but just on your everyday playstyle, you wouldn't get it. And I just realized I'm out of ammo. I can't attack right now. Good thing we are close to the exit. Alright, cool. So now we're going back up. We're gonna see if it gives us supplies, since we've been denied last time we went through the gate. I was just praising this a few minutes ago, saying that all you have to do is go in and out. Yeah, it used to be. I don't get it now. It's not being nice. Okay, wait. Here's one. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's see if through it, got some attacks, and there you go. That's how you gotta do. You gotta go in and out of the a different vocation, go back to the one you want the supplies from, and there you go. Wonder if these are gonna last us enough to level 8. It should be just even. We're smart. The trolls seem to be really the ones to go in here, isn't it? But life's about taking some challenges. Nothing comes easy to you in life, so why not do the same thing on a life that is not yours? You're just gonna risk it. Cool. We're going down. I know there's a big ass horde of creatures down there, but still, that's how we roll today. Give us some food, rabbit. Give us some of your delicious meat. Cool. Yeah, and finally we're giving a decent enough damage to come down here. I think we'll run out of supplies before we manage to kill all of this, but anyway, we'll just do a hearty run back to the top if it doesn't work out. There's no shame in running, not when your life is on the line. Because we're distance fighters. Knights don't run. They shouldn't run. They should stay and see it through. But paladins, they're not meant for close quarter combat. Keep running. Because that's... yeah, so it is important to keep on the move when you're playing long distance. Probably until around level 50. I do recommend actually close quarter combat, and if you have the patience for it with full defense, build up that defense skill. It pays off at higher level, at what would be considered mid-high, you know, between 100 and 250. Having a slightly higher trained defense skill does pay off. Once you go above 400s, whatever you have is good enough for anything you can do in game. You know, it does give you a lot of freedom, which is kind of cool. You can block these paladin specific on other vocations too, but the game has certain parts that you need the flow of all the vocations, or at least certain ones, to do certain specific tasks. Blocking is one of them, where there is some missions that you are required to have a certain skill, defense skill, to accomplish certain things, as well as attack. You know, while it doesn't matter how much defense you have, if you have a level 500 knight and you want to clear a whole mission by yourself, you can do it, because obviously it's very hard to kill you. It's gonna take a long time, especially with high level creatures with high level self-healing, because the attack is a bit lacking. So the game has a requirement for these vocations to work in a bit of a harmony that makes your life much easier. It's not a you can still do them, but you'll do certain things with extreme struggle, and that's why you need friends, and that's why this game also has another element that makes it so good, because friends in this game tend to stab you in the face, not in the back. no, in the face. They've got no shame. If you get scammed in this game, if someone betrays you, they will betray you. I think that another game that people tend to betray each other is RuneScape every time I see something about it. There's lots of scams, obviously in this one as well, because it has a very specific economy that is hard to acquire money. So scamming people pays off. It will get you no friends, economically, and when I say scam, I mean by being smart inside the game. Ooh, reached level 8, just in time. Gonna fist fight you to death. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This might take a while. Yeah, we just run out of arrows, so we're just gonna kill the mountain troll with our bare hands. Dude, I'm trying to make a point here. Yeah, there's some arrows in here. Oh yeah. Okay, fine. Cool. Alright, so we just reached level 8 and we are about to go through the portal into the mainland. Okay, so to go into the mainland, we're going down here and talk to Odessa. Hello babe, what's up? Vocation, yeah, I've got a vocation. I've decided, well, actually luck decided it. Source of Paladin, we're going for Paladin. Okay, so let's see what you have to say. Vocation is your profession and destiny, determining your skill and way of fighting. There are 4 vocations in Tibia: Knight, Sorcerer, Paladin or Druid. Each one has a unique special abilities. When you leave the outpost through one of our 4 gates upstairs, you will be equipped with training gear of a specific vocation in order to defend yourself against the monsters outside. You can try them out as often as you wish to. When you have gained enough experience to reach level 8, you are ready to choose a definite vocation that is to become your destiny. That's what I've been doing so far, and think carefully, as you can change your vocation later on. That is true. There's, as far as we know, there will never be a way of changing your vocation. So once you can change your name and your gender in game. You can change your gender outside of the game as well, but not with in-game currency. I've got Paladub. Paladub. You can change your name and gender, but you cannot change your vocation. So once you choose it, you have to commit to it. Okay, think carefully, as you can change your vocation later on. You'll have to choose your vocation in order to leave Dawnport for the main continent through one of these doors behind me. They're never behind her, because she stays down in this little area, and the doors are north, west. Okay, talk to me again when you are ready to choose. I want to be a Paladub. Paladub. Okay. Paladin. Okay. Paladins are sturdy distance fighters. They are tougher than the magically gifted and can carry more items than druids or sorcerers, but they are less tough than a knight. Paladins have the longest attack range and can deal the most damage on a single target. They can also use holy magic to slay the unholy and undead in particular. So tell me, do you wish to become a daring paladin? Answer with a proud yes if that's your choice. Yes. So be it. Cast off your training gear and rise, noble paladin. Go through the second door on the left, open the chest and take the equipment inside. Before you leave to the north, take the ship to reach the mainland. Farewell, friend, and may the winds blow you away. Thanks. That was Emosh. And she said the second one, yeah? Okay, cool. Cool. Open the chest. Where's the chest? Yeah, right. Here. look at all these goodies, all this gear that will last a whole of 5 minutes in the mainland. Parchment, brave adventurers. The adventure guild bids you welcome as the new hero of the land. Take this adventurous stone and use it in any city temple and instantly travel to our guild hall. If you should ever lose your adventure stone, you can replace it by talking to a priest in the temple. I hope you'll be visiting us soon. Kind regards, Rotom, head of the Adventurers Guild. Cool. Thanks, Rotom. Right, cool. We are now gonna go north to the boat. Right, you just go down here to the left. Go up the boat, and there's this hot pirate babe, Captain Dreadnought. Sup, Captain Dreadnought. Yeah, hi. Well, a new paladin. Want me to bring you somewhere? Just say yes. I consent. Good. All you want to take to the mainland, yeah? Gear, limbs, loot. Nice. Yes. Okay. Several cities if you wish. No. Okay, so my city of preference, and everyone's got their own, is Abdendril. It's where all the wee elves live. They are very welcoming, I guess. It's an important city. It was the first city that I've discovered. The first we went to Carlin, but Abdendril was really the first city that I discovered in game, and it's been my city ever since I started. And once I knew that you could actually make Abdendril your place of residence, sail. Abdendril, the tree or city of the elves. If you choose your new home, what do you say? Yes or no? Yes, please. And cool. So by choosing your city, you are automatically set that if you die, you go to the city you've just chosen. You can change that by going, there's these little teleports in each city, some of them under the temple. The one in Abdendril is behind a maze. You can use this teleport and make yours city a different one. Okay, so now we're just going to the depot. I've got the full map because obviously I've played before, but if you don't, you ask one of the guides in the boat and he will set you some of these badass marks, which you can set by pressing the right click button over any place in Tibia, and you can just go, and this is mark, this is where I am right now. And you can do this manually, or like I said, you can get a few of them from the guides. They usually hang around the boat. Cool, so now we're gonna log out, and I recommend that you can log out anywhere as long as you don't have an attack symbol. If you are not premium, if you have free account, you can obviously you log out in a protection zone. Never log out outside from it because you never know what might happen. And if you are premium, always go to the statues. Obviously every time you go to the statues, you'll have a lot more skills when you come back. It does pay off. And we're gonna call it a day for now. Keep being awesome. Don't forget, quest on and on and on and on. See you guys.